Okay, here's my thinking. Here you see, I need a pointer. I got one. Here we go. Here you see the lower half of the chassis and the upper half of the chassis, and they get glued together. And that works well for them. That adds strength, and I can put special hole fittings in the top and the bottom, and I print on the opposing sides so they're both smooth and it glues, it becomes really strong. Okay. I made the top one piece. I think we can print this angle. It's not that big of an angle, and I think I can print that out as a piece, and we can add some details, sink something down or up, or however we want to do that. Or I can leave it blank and let you guys do the detail how you want it, because I don't know. Everybody's different, and you may have a different idea. So then I come to the body, and I've got the sides and the ends, and I'm thinking, well, I'll just make them flat and square, and then I'm looking at it, and says, wait a minute, why am I making this? I could make this all in one piece. I could put these on, fuse them, and then print it like I'm printing a house with concrete, and just go around and just print the whole thing straight up. And it would be super flat at the bottom, pretty flat at the top, and it would have that notch, so this piece would slip down in it and be a good fit that way. And that way, it's solid, it's square, it's rigid, and you guys can do how you want to put a front end. You can add to it, because it's going to be right flush with this edge here, you see. And on the back, the same way. If you want to put a ladder on there, you put the ladder on. Well, I don't want to do that. I don't know the right way. And if I did it one way, you'd want it another. You know what I'm saying? I can't do everybody. So I will give you the canvas. I will give you the blank canvas of this tender. This is one printed part, two printed parts. This gets, I can't print these together. It's too complex. I have to print them separate. So these I can print because there's no complexity. Now this is plastic that you can, if you wanted to do something goofy, cut a hole in it or drill a hole in it, you can. I mean, this is changeable. You can monkey with it. You can drill little holes and put railings in it, if you glue some steel railings in it, drill a little hole for setting it in. The lid, you could put in a wad of pretend coal. You could cut it out and put coal in. This one, you could lower it if you wanted to, cut a rectangle and put in a lowered box if that's what you need to do. You could put the lid in for if it's water getting in. You could add the ladder. We could add the lighting in the back. I can give you the lights and you can add them. I really think it's best that I give you guys the design of the detail, and I will give you a functional chassis. And from the body point of view, I'll give you the shape of a body, and you guys finish it. It's the best approach I can come up with that I feel comfortable, and I think it gives you something. It gives you something. If you don't like it, don't use it. It's not the end of the world, but you've got the shape, you got the dimensions, it will fit. I'll put in the attachment points so the screws come right up and attached that body to that chassis. So it's functional, it'll work. And you can add, if you just put some paint on it and some decals, you don't have to do anything. It's just suggesting. If you wanted the ladder, buy a brass ladder from the shop that makes the detail parts, and drill a hole, mounting holes, and stick it on. I mean, that would be an awesome detail. So somebody was asking me about rivets. I says, look, I'm going to drive myself crazy if I try to put rivets in this print. Yes, it can be done, but it is one royal pain in the neck. I saw, or in fact, Leon sent me rivets on a board. They're like decals. You pull them off, you stick them on, and they're decaled rivets. You paint over them, they look like rivets. So I think I'm going to leave the rivets and the ladders and the lights and whatever else you think you need to you. I have the openings I need to get the wiring out. I will have fittings for everything that needs to go in there. The fan will be pulling air up through the front and down to the back, so I don't need any ducting on the top. And I'm going to print this in PETG, so it's going to be strong. And I'm going to leave the detail to you guys. Let me know if you're opposed to that. And I can print this body as one rectangle. I'll fuse these two pieces. I'll put the notch all the way around, so this piece fits down inside that cavity, that there's no seam to see. And this will slide down over on top of the inner one. It'll sit down on the outer one, and there'll be a threaded block with threads, and the screw comes up, grabs the block, just like the flyer bodies. They have the little round thing with threaded holes that the screw finds, and we'll pull it down that way. I think, for me, that's a good idea. You tell me if that works for you. If you can detail your tender, I would be forever thankful. Okay. And this is the extended Royal Blue extended range. So it has the look of a Royal Blue, but you know, it's longer, about 1.5 inches. I mean, it's long. It's going to have the 6-wheel trucks, all-wheel pickup. And they'll be in the Hudson Northern style. Knuckle on the back, link up to the drawbar in front. Okay, lunchtime, guys. And we just got the single and the double cam printed. So after lunch, I'll try those babies out. All right. Onward and upward.